If your impact story doesn't impact your buyer's economics, it's not a growth asset. It's just noise dressed up like a value proposition. We're going to talk about that right now on Blown on Business. You did not start this company to chase deals day and night instead of scaling. Welcome to Blunt on Business. This is the podcast that takes apart B2B sales and marketing chaos to get you to predictable, repeatable success. I'm your host, Rich Laster, and this is where you can count on unfiltered strategy for those CEOs scaling. I'm Rich Laster with the Blown on Business podcast. Thanks for joining us live here on YouTube, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. An impact story, isn't some opportunity for you to talk about how great you are and the wonderful change you can create in the world. It has to be something that clearly communicates how a client, a buyer, can weaponize you as a relationship, what you do for them in their arsenal. This is everything, okay? There's a lot of talking, and there's always talking about how great you are and how much you help, and it makes you feel good, but it doesn't convert. And I don't know if you're paying attention, but in this crazy world, feeling good shouldn't even be an agenda. If you need to feel good, go to your mom's or your grandma's house, have some cookies and milk, okay? It's winter. Have a nice warm bowl of chicken noodle soup. But no longer, not another minute, can you afford to spew a narrative that doesn't really empower every business you touch to increase their top line and increase their bottom line. That's what matters, okay? So we're going to go into the narrative operating model. This is very important. This is not something you can skip because, quite frankly, nothing else matters, okay? I want to pull up my notes here because I really want to get into this with you and for you because nothing else matters, I said. Got me? 1, impact outcome. Impact outcome is everything. If the impact, the change you create in the world, the whales that you save, the trees that you hug, if impact doesn't directly tie to an outcome from the service you provide, it's trash. Go back to the drawing board. Okay? This is not the time for warm and fuzzy. This is the time for warm. It might be soft. It's not fuzzy. It's not warm and fuzzy. Okay? It's warm. It warms their hearts and their wallets. That's the job. Okay? You're not listening to my podcast. You're not listening to Blown on Business because you just want to feel better about yourself. That's what you need a therapist for. A life coach won't even do. Okay? You're here because you have to make more money in your business in 2026, or you're just going to go get a job. Got me? Good. Impact outcome. There must be a direct relationship. Okay? If you're not clear on this, visit blog.growexpand.com. Yesterday's blog article, I go into this at length. Okay? Number 1 is impact outcome. Number 2 is architecture of your narrative. How you have an impact on the world. How your unique value proposition moves when it hits the road, right? You're not Fred Flintstone. Your tires are not square, okay? When it hits the road, it has to roll. engineering that, architecting that is something that should be done as carefully as MVPing your product or service. Don't take this lightly. I need you to understand that, like, this is so important, man. When you message the world, you have articulated what you really care about. 80% of businesses out here are busy yelling how great they are. You can't afford that bull crap. Okay? It smells a mile away. If people don't know from every piece of content about you what you help them with and how you impact them, not just the community they serve, not just the market, not just the environmental and social. Oh, listen, the impact that really matters is how you impact their business. Taking the time to engineer that messaging, that narrative is everything to you. This is all I need you to give a damn about. Okay? The easiest way to do this is to get out of yourself and get out of your freaking ego. Whew. Jesus, get out of your ego and sit down with 10 current clients and sit down with 10 past clients and say, if you had to put in a sentence how I impacted your business positively or negatively, what would that sentence be? Okay? Pen and paper. This is not marketing content yet. Right now, you want pen and paper, you want to take notes, you want to listen, you want to ask questions, you want to realize that you don't know every fucking thing, okay? You want to realize that you exist, God lets you breathe, so you can have a positive impact on the people you help, the people you serve. They are who matters. Get clear on that. So please, look at your current book of business, talk to 10 people. Look at your past book of business, talk to 10 people, and find out what your value really is. I don't care what you think it is. I'm not impressed. You shouldn't be impressed. There are far too many freaking people drinking their own gosh darn Kool-Aid. You sell Kool-Aid. You don't drink that shit. We clear? Good. Signal design. Signal design is all about how you, one, target where that narrative is going, who that message is being sent out to, what platforms, what channels you use to send that message out, and what tools and what metrics you use to measure the success of that signal. Okay? This sounds simple. It's not. If it was simple, everyone would do it. It's work. Do the work. Your goals are beautiful. It'd be great if you get out the fucking way and let them come to fruition. Okay? This is important. I'm not playing with you. It's 2026. Look, this year, I mean, whoa. Whoa. Just whoa. This year, oh, whoa. Okay? So, one, impact outcome. That relationship needs to be crystal clear in all messaging, narrative architecture. How are you devising this message and orchestrating and architecting this message so that how you help is clear in terms of what they care about, not in terms of how great you are? 3, signal design. That message might be true. It might be great. That message may take on a different architecture, a different design based on the channel you're using to send it out. What you would put in a blog article or a white paper is going to be different than a video, different than a podcast, different than a LinkedIn post. Understand? Understood. Great. And finally, lead pathways. Now that that signal is active and it's out there, where's your engagement? Did you put it out there and you thought people would bang your door down? What planet do you live on? That's not real. Lead the pathways, okay? I need you to understand that access to you and your engagement with them is everything. How actively do you follow up? Do you have a CRM that tells you, hey, Joe, this deal is rotting 36 hours. You were supposed to send them an email 36 hours ago. What's going on? Do your freaking job. Okay? So the lead pathways are the pathways with which leads become clients. And every channel that signal goes out on is a potential pathway if engineered correctly. I don't know how to stress to you just how urgent and how serious this is. We are in a transition globally. If you tune into the World Economic Forum, numerous world leaders said, we are in a transition. A new world is rising, a world that AI is no longer part of the tech sector, but part of every sector. Hello. Are you nimble enough? Are you lean enough? Are you agile enough to not get knocked the fuck down when all of this rolls out? If you're not, please jump in the comments, jump in my DMs, as the kids say, jump in my DMs, inbox me. Let's figure out how we get you on track, because the time to act was yesterday, but all you have is now. So I wish you well. I hope that this helps. This methodology works for clients that listen, that are coachable, and it can work for you too if you're going to do the work. If you're not going to do the work, oh man, if you're not going to do the work to be great, then go and be average with everyone else. Please go on Facebook and complain about the world and life and everything that's not the way you won't stand up and create. You don't need to be the change you want to see. You need to create the change you want to see. If I can help you do it, let me know. But if you're not freaking serious, good luck. I'm Rich Laster with GrowExpand.com. This has been another episode of Blown on Business, a podcast where I go live once a week just to kind of engage with you and answer any questions you have right then and there, because your success is kind of important to me. I need more successful business people, growing businesses, creating jobs, and actually creating the change we would all love to see. Now a note from our sponsor.
A bit about our company. We produce strategies and deploy experts to grow your business revenue. The success of our clients is a direct result of the 25+ years of sales and marketing experience of our founder, Rich Laster. We take the guesswork out of increasing your revenue. Our reputation is built on results, not another roll of the dice with your marketing budget. Visit GrowExpand.